Hello and welcome. Today we're talking about TVision. This is the T-Mobile internet-based TV service. And you see what they're going for here is cord cutters. They include the easy home setup because it's all an app. Half the price of cable TV if your cable TV is particularly expensive. And they make the promise of no exploding plans. That's one of those things that totally remains to be seen. And from their homepage for it, you wouldn't necessarily know exactly what they're including because you only see this TV Vibe and TV Live, $10 and $40. You don't get a real feel for exactly what you can get with this service, and of course, most importantly, what you can't get. In order to find out what you can actually get from the service, you've got to go down here to the frequently asked questions. And even then, there isn't a line that says, what do you actually get? So to find out, you've got to go to View More. And over here on the left side, at least as of right now, it says that you can find out what you can really get in your address by clicking on this link they've got. So click on the Here. And this is going to open up the page where you actually get to start figuring things out. So you put in your zip code. I'm going to type in mine here. Don't type in my zip code unless you just really want to see what channels I can get. Type in your own zip code and say see channels. And I know you might think, well, why would I type in your zip code? Trust me, it's happened. So on this page, you see a better scope of what you're talking about. You see that there are three things under Live, Live TV, Live TV Plus, and Live Zone, and then TV Vibe, which is the famous $10 option that they are kind of pushing and has kind of been highlighted in a lot of the storytelling here. It includes 34 channels, and if you take a look at it, there's a theme here. No sports, no news, no locals. In fact, this is a real select group, including AMC Network stuff, Discovery Network stuff, Viacom, which is where you see all the MTV stuff, and the Nickelodeon, VH1. All of those are Viacom. And then you've got a couple of other things, HGTV and Food Network. I believe those are from Discovery Networks. But this is kind of a limited group, and it might just be your cup of tea. Maybe all you really want is kids programming from Nickelodeon and those sort of... So that's that. That's what you get in the Vibe package. Like I said, it's a little limited, but it might be perfect for somebody who doesn't care for any of that stuff and really only wants to get things like the Food Network. It's also got a lot of the Hallmark stuff, so that's cool. There's actually a service called Friendly that's like $9.99 or somewhere around that area that just includes Hallmark and a couple of other kind of, light movie fare, places to find lots of Christmas movies. And so this gives you that along with the kids programming and other things like AMC. So, that's not a terrible package for $10 a month, but it is hardly like, hey, let's replace our big cable service with this, right? So once we get into TVision Live, there are a number of differences between these tiers. The $40 one has 34 channels, and you think, well, why is it $40 for 34 channels when the other one is 10? Well, it's because of this. You got your major sports channels like ESPN, ESPN2, and the FS1 and 2. Those are Fox's sports. And you've got a lot of news coverage that you don't have at all in the other package. It has all of the major news ones except for, let's see. Well, it has MSNBC, CNN, and Fox News, Fox Business. So really, depending on what side of things you fall on, you can watch your favorites and then you can hate watch the ones that you don't like, right? It also includes your FX stuff, which is nice. FX has a lot of movies, a lot of good on-demand stuff. And so you get all of that in this package along with some other things. You see Bravo and, importantly, your local channels. So all of my local channels outside of CBS are in here. this is, all of these are my, ABC affiliate, my Fox affiliate, NBC. There is not a CBS affiliate, which means in my case, the local channel owners have not signed up to be part of this. In your area, maybe you get lucky. But that is what you see with the live TV, the most basic package of 34 channels. Those of you who like basic sports, you've got a lot of good stuff because the ESPNs and Fox channels are going to carry a lot of the stuff, and then your local networks are going to have, the big stuff like Sunday football, NFL, things like that. For $50, you see that you expand into a lot more sports options. You've still got your news options. You don't lose anything from jumping up to one package or another. So you've got your Turner stuff, you've got your sports stuff, but you're going to see some extra sports things like these ESPN College Extra. Those are going to be like third and fourth tier games. The Big Ten overflow stuff is the same kind of thing because when you think about it, most Big Ten games are going to be on ABC or NBC or ESPN. They're not going to be like Ohio State, Michigan on ESPN overflow. There's some other interesting sports options in this package, including the ACC network, and you've also got your SEC network included in this. So that's a pretty big deal for regional sports fans. That would be the package to get in the Southeast for sure, right? Just like before, you still have your TNT, which is important because TNT, if you're an NBA fan, is home to at least a third of the major regular season games and inside the NBA. And on top of that, you still have entertainment options from things like the Disney Channel, Cartoon Network. Now the Live Zone is just the most, kind of a little bloated, but it includes a couple of things that you don't get in the last tier. For instance, the Longhorn Network for the big Texas fans. That's all Texas football and things like that. Got this Outside TV, which is like fishing and hunting, things like that. That might not excite you, but what the big get in this package here is the NFL Red Zone. The NFL Red Zone, of course, is a fantasy football player's best friend and, a way to just see all of the exciting parts of any football game instead of, watching all those rumbling through the middle 3 yards in a cloud of dust plays. You just get all the scores. But that is the basics there. I think if I was going to grab one of these plans up, it would probably be the live TV if I was just trying to get the best bang for my buck. But the thing is if you notice, in all of these tiers, they don't include any of the things that are available through the $10 package. So, and I consider that a problem, to be honest with you, because in some households it's like, well, I don't know if we can cut cable because my husband won't be able to watch his football games and blah, 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 blah. But in other, there's a lot of, homes where not having something like HGTV is going to be a non-starter. So to not include that is strange. Something else very important is you can't get this unless you're a T-Mobile customer. Why are they doing that? Because they're trying to leverage the TV service as a way to get people to sign up for cell plans. And we know, if anything is like cable, it's the cell phone plans. They want to get you into a data plan. They want to get you on multiple phones. They want to have, a long-term subscription. So while their TV service doesn't require a subscription, you can dang well bet that their data plans will. And that's the key. They want those data plans. They want those email addresses. So that's what's happening with this. This is a way to pad their cell phone sales, get an edge over AT&T, Verizon, something like that, by packaging a TV service in. I really do think it's a problem that there isn't this, a tier here that includes those kind of educational / infotainment channels like the cooking channel and things like that. So, buyer be wary. I'm not saying that it's a bad deal. And if you're already a T-Mobile customer, this might be, just perfect for you. It might be a real breath of fresh air. Look into T-Mobile's other stuff. They have deals for Netflix and things like that. But as you navigate what's going on with your family budget, this might be something that works for you. If it's not, then obviously you don't have to do it. What I really want to know is it going to take off long enough so that it becomes available for people that are not T-Mobile customers? Because it looks a whole lot like what AT&T did with Watch AT&T or Watch TV, which was kind of a mobile-based skinny bundle service that they later dropped. So take a look. I hope you found that helpful. If you did, please subscribe. Share this video with your friends. As always, I'm Ryan Downey. Be safe out there, and as always, stream on, my friends.